So I'm sitting here and I'm shuffling, and all I can hear is like the wind whipping outside my window. And I'm in the south, and there's a major storm, you know, and it's huge, so it's affecting the entire state. But it's whipping over here, so. All right, so let's see what we can get from the tarot on some advice for today. Just know that we are connecting with the intention to bring clarity and insight. And we do this with divine white light and love, and just surrounding us in this moment, and so it is. All right, so what is unknown or unseen at this time? Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel like there's something being shown here. Something is definitely coming to light. So what is coming to light? Okay, let's see. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so something is coming to light about a Queen of Pentacles, where something is being seen, observed, even thought about. There could be guidance as well here. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, very stable, very secure, like an entrepreneur-ish, like someone who's very resourceful. Then we have the Hierophant and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like there is some sort of wisdom being shared here, maybe when it comes to beliefs. I feel like there may be I feel like with the Eight of Swords, though, I feel like this could represent some sort of entrapment. I'm also getting protection here with the Seven of Wands. So that could be someone standing up for what they believe in, someone standing up for their truth, about what they experienced, possibly from the hands of other people. I feel like this is all coming to light, what truly happened behind the scenes that maybe was lied upon or even attacked. Like I'm getting like attacked. I feel like this was someone who was almost like sacrificed or I feel like maybe either someone made a sacrifice or tried to sacrifice. I feel like there was, for the sake of greed, mind you, with the Nine of Cups, I feel like there's some sort of wishes, ill will wishes here. Is what I'm getting, ill will wishes. So translate that however you want to translate it. I feel like this is, you know, you're not going down without a fight. I feel like like you're very protected. You're not one to play with. I also have a Page of Cups here. And then I have the Moon card here. What else? So I feel like with the Moon, I mean, this is really like psychic ability or psychic knowing or psychic intuition. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's almost like I feel like whatever someone said about you not having spiritual abilities, I feel like they're finding out the hard way, okay? I feel like maybe through what you share or say, or maybe what you've already said is starting to come to light and happen. I feel like this is truth being spoken. This is insight, intuition, guidance, awareness, enlightenment, exposure, and protection. You receive, yeah, this is you receiving this information. You receive information from the Most High in which you use to share how you see fit. Like you have full capability of sharing however you want to share it, okay? I feel like there is some sort of like wanting to stop this from happening in some way, shape, or form. Or it's like, you know, wanting to stop someone from telling their story and of a situation or of experience. I feel like there's a lot being exposed on like major levels, and I feel like there's been a lot of work done to keep people quiet. And it's like I feel like all of that's coming to light. Okay, so this can also be like in your own personal situations here. I do feel like there was definitely There very much could be like a half-ass apology here that someone might want to make because they're really experiencing it right now. I'm also getting, there's this like the moon. So I feel like this is there. I feel like there's some sort of like, something against this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they may feel bad about what they did to you now as a result of you having some sort of position or authority, or maybe they didn't believe, or maybe they believed what someone said, you know, for face value, and now they're finding something out differently than what that person said. So it's kind of like your character speaking for itself, regardless of the lies and slander someone told and the attacks that you endured. And I feel like there was this false narrative playing out about you. And I feel like that's what's coming to light, is that it was false. And you are being seen in the limelight for your true authentic self. That is the truth that's coming out regarding this Ace of Swords here. So it's kind of like everything that they said about you was false. They wished a false narrative on you as well. Interesting. I mean, we all love a false narrative, right? Especially when it's spread about you. I feel like, yeah, there's some sort of truth coming to light here. So I feel like you just need to sit back and chill and relax and just keep doing what you're doing, because you're making a difference. Whatever you're doing, you know, is making a difference. You know, you focusing on yourself and your work and your projects and your life, and you know, being grateful for all that you have, is where it's at. Okay, I just got the Five of Rods, the Devil, and the Fool. So again, like there was this whole coordinated effort, okay, this whole plan, this whole plot, this whole scheme to, you know, come against you. And it was motivated by whatever, you know, it's spiritual warfare, people. So I feel like this is kind of like a plot to kind of sacrifice you in some way, shape, or form for their own personal gain. Okay, I feel like they were sold the bill of goods and were the fool. And I feel like they did this for finances. Okay, so yeah, they may have paid a lot of money to practitioners to send this energy your way. And I feel like, you know, they're like, well, I've spent all this money and nothing is happening. Like, I'm not getting anything from this. In fact, things are going really wrong for me in my life. I feel like there's this backlash happening, and it's like one right after the other. It's almost like I don't know. I feel like you are free from this. You have freed yourself from this. This is not going to impact you. I feel like there is some heavy protection here. There is some leadership here. Okay, I do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is in the reverse. I feel like all energy that's been invested in this whole scheme is going to backfire. Okay, there's no gains. They're realizing there's absolutely no gains in anything that they did, as well as they are, and it's a masculine water sign. Doesn't have to be water, but in the emotions, like someone has trouble managing their emotions. They're emotionally immature or stunted or unstable. I'm getting emotionally unstable. Okay, so it doesn't need to be a water sign. It's just somebody who, you know, is really experiencing some imbalance in their life, in the physical and their emotions. So it's emotionally, physically, mentally with the swords, like haunted, overthinking, you know, struggling to make logical decisions because they're overwhelmed by shame, grief, resentment, bitterness, anger, pain, and suffering. I'm getting like, I feel a bit ill. It's like suffering, a bit of suffering here. And again, like, that's not your bag. That's like, you can't help this person. I feel like there could be someone that might want to kind of like, you know, bring this cup, but this cup is, you know, it's a Knight of Cups. So let's see what else. Give me more on the Knight of Cups here. They're bringing in an apology, or somebody wants to apologize. Someone has this realization that, you know, you are what they feared the most, which was actual love. I feel like this energy may not, or this is what's on the horizon for you. So I do feel like this can be you giving yourself love. This could be them heading back your way, and wanting to apologize with the Knight of Cups. I feel like there is this soulmate dynamic playing out here, partnership. I feel like there is this like offer of love. However, let's see what else there is. This also can mean somebody new is on their way, okay? They too have dealt with their struggles, okay? And they could be offering you a love offer. So, and this is soulmate energy, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So it could be taken two different ways. So let me get a clarifier to see what might resonate in this scenario. Okay, so can you give me something to identify if something is a new, or if it's this is a choice to be made? Is this like a road, like a fork in the road, something like that? I feel like there's some sort of energy of like they did whatever they did the most to try to like the Seven of Cups. This is someone who is a serial dater, someone who entertains many because they don't feel good enough about themselves. And they want to create illusions. They want to create confusion. They want to make it hard to make a decision. Okay, so I don't feel like if there's someone in the energy of the Knight of Cups coming off of the fact that like they're emotionally unstable here and they're financially unstable as well, and they're coming in, you know, I feel like their intentions are not pure, okay, is the Seven of Cups. So, you know, heads up. I just take it as a heads up. Heads up. Okay. What else do you want to share here? Yeah, and it's as a result of them, whatever, yeah, we have the Five of Cups. So this is someone who's like, in their emotions and feeling the loss of what was, what could have been, like woulda, coulda, shoulda energy. And it's also as a result of like them losing everything, okay, financially. So what this tells me is that's what they really care about. They don't care about the emotions of things. They're not valuing that as something as important. They value how people see them and what they have in the material realm and their pride and ego and money, greed. So this is what I'm getting as why they're emotionally unstable. It's not because they have this deep love for you or for the past or whatever that is. So the intentions of this person is personal gain, whether you're with them now or not. And if they do a return, so, you know, if they come back around, just know that the intentions have not changed. Okay, they're still in the Five of Swords energy. Okay, so this is saying that like, you know, they still have a scheme, a plan. There's half-truths, there's things being hidden and withheld. So there's a lot here that someone is still using to create some sort of like manipulation, some sort of deception here. So that's the intentions I'm getting, just for those clarifiers, okay? So that's that. What else does the collective need to know at this time to help guide this path? Okay, let's see. We have a Page of Swords and a Knight of Swords. Here's the reveal. This is like the grand reveal. I feel like things are coming to light. People are seeing things, you know, through clear eyes, clear knowing. I feel like this is representing like clear knowing, information being shared, people speaking the truth, people observing the truth, people seeing the truth. This is like receipts, okay? I feel like, because this is going right next to the Ace of Swords. So I feel like something's being revealed on a grand scale, and we're all going to see how it plays out in our own physical realities. Okay, it kind of like starts big and then it trickles down. Okay, so be mindful of that. So if you're seeing a lot of disharmony on a grand scale, it's going to potentially collectively affect, right? Like it's almost like I don't know if it's a reverb or what. It's kind of like it's gonna, you know, again, from above to the below, all that jazz. So I'm getting that. So maybe pay attention to how the energy climate is affecting you in your own personal life and relationships, and is there anything to pay attention to? Okay, it's about paying attention, being the observer. Okay, yeah, justice. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You're seeing this being revealed in front of your very own eyes, is what I'm getting told right here. So if people are starting to have a hard go of it, pay attention. It's going to reveal something. Something's going to be revealed, okay? And there are those that are watching, okay? There's this observation energy, and then there is someone saying something, doing something, acting impulsively, like something's happening here. Right, this could even be legal issues as well. Like maybe somebody said something they shouldn't have said, or did something they shouldn't have done, or entered some sort of contract that was fraudulent, or they did like immoral things. Justice is playing out in the situation. On the physical as well as the spiritual, justice is on top of the Hierophant. So what this is telling me is that like justice is happening in physical and spiritual realms at this time. There very much could be imprisonment, jail, some sort of strictness applied to somebody for what they have taken action and done impulsively without understanding the full impact that it has. I feel like this was foolish, whatever that Eight of Swords is. I feel like that's what the Justice is. It's regarding the Eight of Swords. And the Seven of Rods and the Moon. Oh, and this is like multiple attempts, multiple people coming after someone who was very innocent in it all, right? Like didn't operate on that level. Like I feel like this energy was singled out, okay? And there was a whole plot from a whole group of people, and they may have come and gone in and out of the whole scheme, but there was a group that came after this energy that was innocent, and they thought that they could just take and, you know, kind of like, again, energetically deplete and prevent any kind of like enslave and use and abuse and kind of just deplete for their own benefit and gain. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that's pretty shitty for sure. So that would be justice playing out for that. It's like energy vampire, okay, but it's also like, yeah, I don't need to explain it any more than that. Yeah, this is again like energy vampire, someone doing work, spiritual work, to create some sort of like harvest, energy harvesting, or some sort of like stealing, okay? But no, this is like spiritual attacking, okay, is what I'm getting. So there was a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So this would be like your Jezebel energy, okay? And they're notorious for being an energy suck. So, you know, if you know one, then you know what I'm talking about. All right, so that's what they do, is they can't generate on their own. Like they're not able to generate from their own energy. So they require others' energy to create from. And so that's how you know when they're doing really well, is because they've got a good source that they are using to create from, because they are tapping into someone else's energy, as well as they create and stir the pot, okay? Drama, chaos, conflict, to also generate energy. Energy is energy, so they don't care how they get it, okay? They do not care, okay? So I feel like they may have tried to surrender many people, right? And have had success in the past, but they came against a chosen one. They came against a divine being. They came against another high priestess and didn't know that that was a high priestess. Okay, I'm also getting that. And high priest. I have the 4 of rods. I have the 4 of cups. 4 of rods, okay. And then I have the 4 of cups. 4 might be relevant here. Yeah, I feel like they did their most to break up a union, okay, as well as to put someone in some sort of like not feeling like they're good enough energy, okay. And when they manipulate someone's energy, whether it's positive or negative, they siphon from it, okay. Yeah, and then I have the Magician in the reverse. Yeah. Okay, and then I have that over the moon. So yeah, there was definitely energy work done here to take advantage of whoever these individuals were. They may have actually worked with a fallen masculine, okay, a toxic masculine, and they both entertained coming after this innocent energy that they tried to surrender for their own personal gain. So yeah, this was a coordinated effort. Okay. This was a coordinated effort. So if one is blaming the other, that's false. They were both involved. They both took action towards the plans that they created and came up with and executed. Okay. So, and then there's also exchange, money exchange, which is an energy exchange. So if you pay someone and you have the intentions to do harm, guess what? That comes right back around, okay? So especially if it's not received to the sender, or received, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. That shit will go right back to return to sender. Okay, if the energy's smart enough, they would use that for their own benefit, which I feel like was done. I feel like whatever was sent, okay, was used and transmuted for their benefit. And it's like, I feel like there's this observation, like they're watching to see like what they sent, what they did, how are they not being affected? Like who is protecting them? You know, they're like curious. There's this there's the third party. They put a third party and a high priestess and a third party. All right. So yeah, I feel like, you know what, this was a great opportunity for you to, you know, step into your abilities, your gifts. I feel like everything got heightened as a result of this. So if you did have strong abilities, I feel like they just got a boost. I feel like you use this energy to train with. Okay. So I feel like you just went to like badass boot camp. Okay, let me write that down because that's going to be the title of this. Badass boot camp. All right. So all they did is create someone who they thought was weak. They made them stronger. Okay. And I feel like this is the last outcome that they possibly wanted. Okay. The last thing they wanted was for you to be stronger, more resilient. Okay, more in tune, more aware, more psychic, more empowered. They did not want you to have more power and strength than them. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you, I mean, this is a beautiful card. I feel like, you know, you had to go within, like you found compassion. You see that, like, it's almost like you were able to see like how this, you know, how this is all going to play out. I feel like you kind of knew like some of this was not going to be, it's not going to land well when you simply remove your energy and go within, okay, and connect to your protectors, your spiritual team. This is like your spiritual and physical experience here, okay? And you know, you focused on, you know, what you could focus on and you left the rest, like you surrendered the rest. This required a lot of inner strength here for you to kind of like withdraw and mind your own business and do what's best for you, and you know, do what you can to kind of like focus on your own priorities, okay? That took a lot of inner strength to do, because a lot of people would have reacted or retaliated, and I feel like you didn't retaliate. You just kind of like closed it off. I'm getting like you just kind of put your back to the situation, like the back to the situation, and you focused on you. You focused on healing. I feel like there's the affinity symbol. So this is like, you know, that it's kind of like bittersweet, right? It's like, you know that karma is going to be playing out, so you know that you can't get involved and you can't react and you can't do anything. It's like, you mind your own business. Okay, we're going to handle it. Sit down and relax. Like you were told to sit down with your protector. You sit right there, don't move. So I feel like that is, it's kind of like also where you're at in this moment is like, you know that whatever they sent out is being returned. Okay, you know that this is coming in. This is not gonna land well, or it's gonna land really well, depending on who you are. But they sent a lot of shit your way, and there's judgment playing out here, and the Wheel of Fortune is next. Okay, there's judgment for how they operated, okay, how they handled themselves, how they presented themselves, how they, sold you out for money, okay, and how quick they were to do things for money. I feel like all of the shit that was done was all recorded, all seen, and the energy you put out, you will receive. That is the universal law playing out here with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? There is like hard lessons to be learned for the group that was involved here. I feel like there's judgment been called here. And it's almost like on top of the Eight of Pentacles, and it's time to collect, okay? I feel like there's a collect happening, okay? It's time to collect, I heard. Yeah. Temperance Angel, the Star, and the Sun just came out all together. So 3 might be very relevant for who I'm reading for. Number threes. But here, like I said earlier, and thank you for clarifying this with the cards. These are such cute cards, by the way. The Wheel of Fortune is, there's a divine plan here. There's a mission here. There's harmony and balance and peace that this energy is meant to bring to offset everything else. So if we were talking about like spiritual warfare with the Star and the Sun, I would say that, yeah, there is this enlightenment, this awakening process that's happening on our planet. And some of us are here helping. The Star card, okay, the healer energy, okay, this is, someone who uses their healing energy and transmutes it for the collective, for humanity, for wherever they're around, okay? It could be in a meeting, it could be in a line, it could just be the spiritual work and prayers that they put out every day to bring harmony and balance back to the collective and back to humanity. That's what's happening here. This is the Sun card. This is vitality. This is positivity. This is, the light wins, okay? The light freaking wins. So I feel like the lesson being learned here is, if you're going to mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns. And I feel like that's playing out here. Okay. I feel like someone is going to have to surrender or sacrifice. There's some sacrifice or surrendering happening here. And it's not the divine being. Okay. So, because someone's coming to collect is what I heard. Okay. That I feel like there is someone coming to collect, but it's not the Star. Okay. It's not the Star energy, and it's not the Temperance Angel energy either. Okay. It's the foolish ones. Okay. Well, you sure you want me to say that? Yeah. All right. I feel like, there is victory and success in this situation. I feel like this is literally them saying love wins. God wins. Okay. The light wins. All right. So that's what I have to say about that. Love wins. All right. Yeah. And the Lovers. Everybody has free will choice. Okay. But I feel like for some of you, there's someone coming in here that is going to love you the way that you've always wanted to be loved, okay? Just like how you love other people, you will have that reciprocated. All right, so I feel like this is a love worth waiting for. So if you don't have it now, it's in motion, okay? In motion. 6 of Rods. Like, this is like celebration, like the decorated warrior, you know, having the parade through the village, like being recognized and, you know, seen for who you truly are and not through the lens of like a narcissist. Okay? So someone who can't even take a look at themselves, like they shouldn't have an opinion. But they do. And so it's up to those people if they believe that or not. And so if they believe that, then they don't know you. And so their opinion obviously does not matter. And so I feel like that's also something you've come to grips with, is that like what people say and think about you is none of your business. And I feel like that is such a freeing thing, because you don't care what they have to say and you don't care what they think about you. Their opinion has no weight in your existence, okay? They're not creating your life. You're creating your life. So the only opinion that matters is yours, all right? And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm sending lots of love out. Just know that, like, you do have the love coming in here for you, and love wins. So does the light. And that's all we got to say about that. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.